Y'all want to chat for a minute while I do my skincare? Okay, I thought you would. Also, I've been wearing this sloth shirt for a decade, and I'm glad it still fits me because I love sloths. Anyway, I want to know how your year has been so far because we are only days away from ending 2025 and going into 2026. And I feel like maybe you're there with me, but I feel like at the end of the year, it's where we go into like panic mode and we're like trying to get a million extra things done that should have been done like 4 or 5 months ago. And we're trying to get prepared for 2026 and we have all these goals and plans and everything. And it can be overwhelming. I would say overall, this has been like a pretty good year. A lot of good things have happened. A lot of stressful things have happened, but that's life at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm so tired of moving around. Like, if you've followed me for a while, you know I've moved around so much. Like, I left Ohio in 2022. My husband and I sold our dream home and moved to New Smyrna Beach, Florida. We were there for like a year and a half. Then we moved to Austin, Texas for like 6 months, 7 months, something like that. Then we moved back to Florida and we rented a house for the first time in Orlando for this last year. Then when I figured out where I wanted to live within Florida, again, we bought a house and closed on that in July of this year, fully remodeled the home. We moved in a month later and have been here since. Outside of that, business has been good. I've been working really, really hard to continue expanding my company, and it's gone through a pretty big evolution this last year or so, I would say. I've completely redone my website, completely redone basically how I offer my services or programs to the companies that I'm working with. I've been really expanding what I've been doing on TikTok Shop. For those who don't know, I was one of the very first professionals to work within TikTok Shop. I've helped to build out the TikTok Shop affiliate program, TikTok Go, and a TikTok Creative Challenge. So I have a lot of really cool opportunities working with the platform directly behind the scenes to continue expanding those programs for the affiliates on the platform. So that's really fun for me. Other than that, like I want to continue expanding my business in 2026. Like I'm always looking for ways to expand it. I want to expand my team. I've been working really hard to get back on track with long form YouTube content, which I really stopped that because my following basically on YouTube came from short form content a couple years ago. So when I post shorts, they get good views. When I post long form videos, it's literally like 10 to 30 people, even though I have nearly 60,000 subscribers. So it looks terrible on me and it looks like nobody cares about my content. So I just stopped doing long form content. So I'm just gonna have to deal with it and continue pushing forward with long form content and hope that people eventually come back and watch it or start watching it for the first time. I definitely took a really long unplanned break for beauty content because beauty content takes so much time, especially because I like to make really educational content and tutorials and whatnot. Even though people don't seem to like that kind of content, it's what I enjoy creating. So I've been taking a break from that because I just genuinely don't have the time. You know, I'm managing so many different companies, you know, their brands plus, you know, well, which is part of my company. And doing a million things and remodeling homes, and I help my husband with his business. So I will be coming back to beauty content in 2026. Like I'll definitely make it a priority. I've just been focusing on skincare and fragrance content because I thoroughly enjoy that and because it's easier to create. Hoping 2026 is good for both of us, and my husband and myself, but I also hope it's really, really good for you guys. I know a lot of people are struggling with a lot of things. I'm right there with you in a lot of ways, but at the end of the day, just try to sit back and remember the good things that you have going for you in life, the amazing things that you've accomplished for yourself and created for yourself and your family. I hope overall that you guys had a pretty decent 2025. Hopefully some of you had an amazing 2025, and I hope that 2026 is even better.